didn't touch shit. Except for all the things that I touched today. Yeah.
Which conclusively was not shit, right?
It's not limited to that, but also, how else do you wipe your ass?
With some tissue paper, usually.
I saw this video of this guy.
You need to get with you after this.
He was doing his own podcast with another chick, right? And then he was like, "You guys don't catch your shit." And
I heard that.
You saw that?
Yeah.
And she's
What?
like, what are you talking about right now?
Yeah.
What do you just let it drop into the bowl?
Like, you're not catching those dookies to come out, and they're like, no.
Oh, you mean like put toilet paper and just like wait, or like just your hand?
Like he's squatting and he's like,
He's waiting to catch the shit.
and she was like, "What do you do when you have diarrhea?" And he's like, "Wait, you don't wash your hands?" I was like, "Oh my god!"
The sincerity, whereas when he said that, like, wait, don't wash your hands, it's like, oh my god, I think he's.
Yeah, I don't think this is a joke anymore.
I mean, at least he washes his hands.
Yeah, you know what? That's more than.
But what are
most
you? What are
people
you
would do.
fishing for?
He's not fishing.
He's looking for an answer.
He's waiting for that special one.
I don't know what he's looking for. Did you eat some
Panhandling.
Let's fucking start. Welcome back to Pop Crew. We
Allegedly.
fucking love you guys. Thank you for joining us this week. I know we are now on a other week basis, so thank you so much for sticking around and joining us.
Bi-weekly.
You're bi.
Weekly.
So we hope you have a good 2 weeks. Our weeks have been pretty good. I don't know about. Well, my week's been pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Very amazing.
Nice.
Don't ask him.
Well, that's fine. Whatever. But we hope you guys have been having a great week. And we actually have a variety pack for you guys today. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. That's Adrian. That's Ryan. That's JB.
You're in such a fucking hurry to get
quick,
weed
man. He's so stoked.
that you're just rushing through the intros.
All right. Well, thanks for watching
Have
the
some
show.
fucking class.
He's all hyped up on coffee.
Yeah, I really am. Not sponsored. But no,
You can censor out what I said. You're in the hurry.
I'm
for.
not.
Okay, well, I'm just making sure. I just threw it out there. I'm like, God damn it, Vic.
Oh no, I'm actually really excited because this is a variety pack from Seoul, and this has a cheladas, some mango cheladas, the fucking limon and sal, and just the regular cerveza.
Original.
Yeah, original.
Which why they bring the regular cerveza for? Like,
Because
if
they
it's a
only had
variety
3
pack.
varieties.
It's a variety. They're like, shit, we need a fourth one.
Yeah.
Put that OG in there.
Well,
don't need the original
honestly,
one.
what they should have done is done 4 beers of the other 3. But what do
Yeah.
I know? I'm not a fucking beer expert.
Exactly.
I don't run a beer podcast.
It's like I'm not gonna get a variety.
That's
I
how
know
you
what the
get rid
original
of.
taste.
That's how you get rid of overstock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
probably what
true.
it is.
What are you, a sponsor?
What are you?
No. Unfortunately.
No.
I'm not sponsored by
I know your
anything.
place.
I'm not sponsored by anything at this table.
Except his dick.
If you want to get sponsored by,
Please reach
this
out
dick-
to www.adriansd
just reach out to the Pub Crew
dash
podcast.
novd.net.
My OnlyFans will be right there.
And my
Find us-
OnlyFans will be cooking up.
And my only cans with
Stay
2
tuned.
ends will be there.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Yeah.
2 ends, huh?
Yep. You have to
Impressive.
subscribe to find out why.
What are you doing?
Oh, no, I don't have an only anything.
My shit
It's
belongs
only
to
me.
everybody.
It's only me, man. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Oh shit! Oh man! So yeah, let's get
Crack
to
it open. Goddamn.
Let's go.
Johnny,
We
come
need-
on!
Put it on the script, goddammit. He doesn't know what to
What are you doing
do.
with your other hand?
I don't know.
Jack it up!
He started so confidently and strong that I'm like, I don't know.
What's the next move?
Just gotta let him talk. Shit. He's,
Alright, what do we
he's
got
on a
with
roll.
that?
Fucking let him cook. Let him cook.
Who wants a chelada?
We need to cook.
I hate cheladas.
No.
They're all shit lala except the original.
Looks like
How many of them are there?
No, I hate.
There's 4 different.
Three.
Oh, there's 3 of
There's
each.
three
There's
of
3 of
each.
each.
I want to try that. Is it the mango?
Yeah,
I want the
wanna try the
lime
mango.
one.
All right.
I want to try the mango one too.
I'm going to have to dig for this.
Well, while he's doing that, please be sure to check out our Pub Crew Plays YouTube
Oh, yeah,
channel.
the original.
We have Lethal Company going up on there. We have another game that's going to come up this week. Well, actually, by this time, it'd be 2 weeks from now, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, true.
But we have it linked on all
Mango.
of our shit, so go and check it out, please. We really want the gaming channel to be a way more chaotic, unscripted type of sessions for recording. So
If you haven't checked it out by
it's
now,
been a
you're
great-
missing out.
It's been a great
Honestly.
time.
It's
Yep.
been really fun, honestly. I'm very excited for the game. I don't know if we want to say it, but like,
Well, by the time this airs, it'll already be out.
Yeah,
so,
it'd be
yeah,
their
yeah, so Honey
shit.
Pot's been great.
Yeah, Honey Pop has been
And when
great.
you haven't checked it out, you should really go check it out because it's been fucking.
Yeah.
It's been a grand old dame, if I should say.
And we really, I was a little worried because I'm like, I don't like, I'm super into this, but I don't know how they're gonna react.
It's on my. I own it. I thought that was weird. I don't know how you guys are gonna react to it. I'm like, I bought it. I had it fluidly
I
before
have
anyone
too.
asked.
It was my suggestion. Damn it.
I had it downloaded.
I love match 3 games.
Right.
More when they have
Right.
big anime titties on it.
That's it.
Not
knows what he's
possible.
about.
But we made Johnny the protagonist, which was really funny and ended up paying out really fucking well.
It really did. It was like the best of like turnouts, I think, for that.
I had a good time.
Honestly, now I know why you're single. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. That's not even fucked up.
That's not.
That's just what.
If you want to see a preview of Johnny's Tinder profile, watch our Honey Pop play. It's the best advertisement we have for him. Also not sponsored. Well, fucking cheers, gents.
Cheers. Yeah, you didn't get one. They're all there.
I don't know which one it was.
He's gonna fist bump our cans.
I was gonna fist bump the fucking
I just
The
give me a little
tower.
fisty right there, yeah?
the coffee.
The coffee.
Coffee. And remember,
Yay.
you don't have to drink to chill with the pub crew.
but it
But it
helps.
Oh man, it's like drinking a V8.
Oh, that's not bad.
I don't hate this, and that actually like worries me more than it makes
Oh, it's
me
mango and
happy.
chamoy. It's chamoy!
Chamoy.
Yeah,
I
what
think
do
I
you
need
it-
some
That's
like
not
real
bad.
salt with this one.
Right? Throw a little bit of salt in
Yeah.
there to
Speaking
actually...
Salt
to the
flavor
mic.
isn't covering it.
Who, me? or
I
him?
think
Everybody.
Oh. Yeah, I really need some salt. Granted, this isn't like the other like ones that we have where like they already have salt in it. I think it's just the
I can
cerveza
taste-
with
yeah.
Shalala, mango, y chamoy.
Well, chamoy has salt in it, right?
It should. It
Some.
should.
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Well, it's like
Doesn't it?
What's because
'Cause it's like
gets
a-
super candied, right?
Yeah.
It's it's very candied.
You're very candied.
I guess it just depends on the way you make it. Like some people
I guess so.
like.
Although it's
in the
funny to
process
think
it
that
has
yours
salt.
yours is actually limon y sal, and
Yeah.
it's
I can.
more
Well,
salt.
yeah, I can taste the salt, but like, it's like when you're.
If you had a
tasting
rim
something,
job, I mean, if you had it
exactly.
rimmed.
Both.
Sorry.
If you had both, I think you appreciate it more.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think we'd
okay.
appreciate everything more with a rim job.
That's what I'm saying. That's just
I'm not gonna say anything.
man likes honey pop, but can't admit to a rim job making the world a better place.
Well, I'm just saying, if you like what you like it.
There's no kink shaming
I'm
here.
not saying no to rim jobs. I'm just saying it's not for me.
Say it, you piece of shit, you coward!
What do you mean?
Just say you want
You're
a
gonna
rim
let me
job.
give
I
you a
said
rim
I
job.
didn't like
You're gonna
it.
like it, okay?
That's what I said. I said it wasn't for me.
Comment down below if you know
Who rim jobbed Victor?
who done rim jobbed him.
It's like a fucking 30s fucking board game.
Board game.
Who done it?
Can we get Liam Nielsen to be the to be like the just like not even the narrator? We can get someone doing like a terrible Liam Nielsen accent.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
And then
You got to be able to
But it will just
deadpan
get-
delivery.
we'll make sure we can get like just his image just to sign off on it. Like we need you to pose as the detective for this board game.
I did not agree
right.
to this.
But promise me, no one will follow me for this. Yeah, think it'd be good. All right, I won't forget what you've done here for me today.
I'd rather you.
I'd rather you did.
rather you did.
Let me know about that like yesterday, 2 days ago.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
watching that.
I didn't know that there was even like a TED show.
Oh, yeah.
On like any of that shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what kind of rock have I been living under?
The show's kind of new, right?
The show's
it's
kinda
show-
new.
It's kind of new. And I've seen like that's what we were talking about. Like we've seen the movies and like I've seen like bits of the show.
Yeah.
And it looks funny. Like it looks good. I would watch it.
I guess it's kind of like Chucky. Chucky has a show too.
But I don't know. I heard it wasn't
Yeah.
that good.
Is
Yeah, it
Jennifer
wasn't
Tilly
good.
still in it?
Yes
Yeah.
and yes.
Yeah.
And yes.
Mark Hamill's Chucky.
Yes to all of the above. Batman.
So the Chucky show, is it based off of the rebooted Chucky or the old
I
Chucky?
haven't seen it yet. I don't know.
Okay.
The fuck you doing?
My keys.
Oh,
It's weird.
it's like, what are you breaking over there? And let me know. Fuck, man.
So your ghost just started taking my car keys. What the fuck?
You ain't driving tonight, bitch.
You ain't driving.
Yeah, that ghost is looking out for you.
Right.
It's a friendly ghost,
Fist bump.
not Casper.
This mo-
And that's how you get possessed.
please don't clip that.
Me, zoom in
It's
on
just
that.
So
How do you not like this? It's
He
like
doesn't
just
like
tomato
Clamato.
juice.
I don't like.
yeah, he doesn't like.
I don't.
Wait,
I
you don't like Clamatos?
I don't like clamato. No.
this isn't clamato though, is it?
No, this is,
no, this is cheladas.
chilada.
Yeah, right.
I think that's
I don't think they're using clamato though in that one. Are they?
No.
It's tomatoey.
Yeah,
It
you
is
can use
tomato-y,
tomato.
yeah.
Not you don't have to. It doesn't have to be clamato. I think it's just tomato. Yeah, it says right there. It doesn't have clams on it. I think. right?
No, yeah, no, see, no clams.
No claims, man.
Stop fucking attacking me on this. I don't like flavors. Okay, fuck.
Apparently,
This coming from the beer snob.
right?
Oh, but he likes IPAs. Never mind. That's fine.
Hey, I like IPAs.
But you also like other things, Johnny.
That's true.
Like
And
anal.
nothing too much or too little.
You also enjoy life, Johnny.
Yeah, that was the big one. That was the big one.
I was getting there.
Okay, so I went into the site. So a 4.1 ABV. This is the Chelada Mango. Yeah, it is just enter for a chance to win a VIP game day
Oh,
experience.
nice.
the fuck did you go on?
No, it's just
I thought he was gonna read the ingredient.
no, it's because it doesn't have anything.
There are no ingredients.
A chelada caters to expanding taste for a
No purchase
savory and
necessary.
Mexican-inspired taste. So yeah, they're like pandering.
I mean, who doesn't pander at this point? You gotta sell
You
stuff.
have to, right? Like, please, if you are Latino, subscribe to Pub Crew. If you are not, subscribe to Pub Crew.
Support the homies, fool. Yeah.
Tomato, lime, spice, and a hint of salt with the michelada one. So I think they just added mango and chamoy to the salt
Chamoy?
and
It's pretty
tomato.
good.
yeah. No, I just hate clams.
I don't think it has clams in it.
But that's what I think. It's okay.
Oh, okay. Stop saying clams.
Oh no, wait! This has a little picture of a clam on it.
Is that a
Damn it,
clam?
I'm gonna hate it.
Maybe could be a radish. It's hard to tell.
It could be a radish.
What?
It's 50-50. You know, it's either clams or radish. You know how so close those are in the food chain, right?
I don't go to the grocery store and go looking for radish.
Look at the
Clams again? God damn it!
God damn it, Mom! Meant to pick
It's a
up the
white.
clams.
It's
Got
a
radish.
white radish.
Yeah, because the tomato's red. It's weird.
It's a clam.
Mine, yeah,
It definitely is a clam.
mine
yeah.
has lemon and salt.
I need you to zoom in on that as we're discussing that.
Oh,
is
I'm-
this a clam or a
I'm
radish?
just gonna find an image online
of a clam and
just-
radish.
Image reverse it.
And put
What is this?
Put Reddits.
Oh yeah.
Kakarot.
Oh man.
I know.
Why haven't they
of
ever
the
brought
time-
him back?
He's dead.
Radish?
Too soon.
What?
Reddits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone dies in Dragon Ball. It's like
Yeah,
a
they don't wish the bad guys back.
don't they?
Except the one.
Spoiler alert.
Except that one
Well,
time.
well,
and then
hold
you
on.
saw how that turned out.
So I feel like we should say that we are recording this episode a couple of days after Toriyama's passing, so we all have been very
Yeah. So I'm
kind
rocking
of
my Goku
yeah,
shirt
contemplative, very morose, and very melancholic because obviously it meant a lot to us growing up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely impacted a lot of people.
So we're probably just gonna talk about Dragon Ball, and then we'll talk about gaming for like the end because I feel like that's what we end up doing anyways.
It,
all I
it
know.
really,
Dragon Ball
did
and
hit
gaming.
me too. Like it hit me really hard. So far, Robin Williams, Lance Reddick, and Toriyama.
Oh man,
Those have all been like the most recent ones. I'm like, those are hitting.
Yeah.
Those are hitting really
yeah,
fucking
Toriyama
hard.
definitely hit.
Yeah,
it kind
a
of
lot.
sucked for me. I got like double punched, dude, because Toriyama died on the same day that that Rooster Teeth announced that they were closing in like 2 months, 60 days.
That sucked.
I had been a fan, more so like their shows. I wasn't really a big fan of like Achievement Hunter and all that stuff until like later on. I kind of went back and I'm like, oh, they're actually pretty funny. They don't just scream for 30 minutes, you know?
Yeah, it depends on the episode.
Yeah, but I was always like a big fan of Machinima. So like Inside Gaming turned into like Funhouse and all that shit. Like Funhouse was a huge like, really got me through like a lot of really shitty years in my life. Especially with their fucking dumb type of comedy. Like I feel like it really influenced what I wanted to do when it came to doing shit online. And announcing like them like just getting fucking like the rug swept under them. That also
they all found out the same time everyone else
on Twitter
was through a fucking tweet that they're shutting it down.
Oh, my bad.
WB
X.
Discovery was like, nah, sorry, we're shutting this down. And literally everyone was like, the fuck?
What a shitty way to handle firing people now.
I hate that.
Well, why does this sound familiar?
Why is
They
that
weren't
the standard?
fired,
What is this? When did this happen again? With Bungie, right?
It happened
When
with Bungie.
Yeah,
Like
Bungie.
last year, it happened with Microsoft once they acquired
Activision.
Activision,
They
which
did the
happened a
same
few
thing.
weeks ago.
Is that the
Closing
new
the
norm
studio.
now, where you just get?
Yeah, that's like
you
the
go to
standard.
work?
That's the standard
Okay,
now.
we'll just talk about gaming first because it's obviously gonna be more, and then we'll
We'll circle back
talk
to
about
Dragon
Toriyama.
Ball.
Yeah.
You know, if this is your first time watching this show, I'm sorry.
Yeah, if this is not your first time watching the show, thank you so much for coming back. We really appreciate it. We love you. But yeah, that's definitely become the norm, right? Where you just get fucking shit on, like regardless.
You
of
don't
what
know you're
doing.
fired till
Yeah.
like you see it in a post. So like if you hadn't even looked at your phone, right? Think of that scenario where
Just
some
show
of
up
these
to
people
work.
just showed up to work
Yeah.
like, oh, what if I was running late today? And they're like, fuck, I get there, you show up to work, and then they're like, hey, don't clock in.
Yeah. No, yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, and like, or that sucks, right? And they're like,
Yeah.
oh, well, yeah, it's sorry, you guys
Yeah.
are like, oh, and then everyone else just being like, well, fuck you. I had to
Yeah.
find out through a tweet. You didn't
Yeah.
send out an email or nothing, and that's
Yeah.
how you found out.
And actually, like the only thing that I do know is that there was like meeting the day before, so like some people were like
Aware.
knew at that meeting because they let them know, but it was like a huge like, I don't think it was like an investor meeting, but it was just like a huge like corporate meeting.
A lot of higher ups found
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
But
They
didn't let
immediately sold
anyone
all
else
their
know.
stuff.
Yeah, until the day after when they started announcing it. And at least I will say that for a lot of the Rooster Teeth people, they always do side stuff. It's not, they've never always just been into like just Rooster Teeth. But it definitely sucks to be given like, hey, in 60 days you're shutting down, go find another job.
Yeah.
You know, and at least it wasn't one day to the next. Even if they get like severance packages, it's still fucking shitty because, I mean, Rooster Teeth has been around for 21 years.
Yeah.
I started watching Red versus Blue like
That's like
as a fucking kid.
that's like
You know?
90% of
Classic.
like how everyone got into like, Rooster Teeth was,
exactly.
like,
Why are
Red
we
versus Blue.
here? No, I mean like, why are we here? And there's a canyon, and the only reason we have a blue face is because we, you know, like, fuck, man, that was so funny to me, like growing up, because I loved Halo. But they made it such a huge fucking entertainment like media company with adding Ruby, adding like Let's
Yeah.
Plays, and adding Funhouse, which I think they got shafted like twice over. Like when Machinima let them go, you know, like they fucking got fucked over then, and then they started with Rooster Teeth, and now same shit happened again.
Yeah.
It kind of leads me to think that a lot of what people want to do as far as creativity on the internet, especially on YouTube, with so much censorship and everything like that, it's become kind of impossible to be something kind of corporate, or at least have corporate backing, and still try to create something that's gonna last a long time, because you don't own the things. It's not up to you, you know, like you're doing your best, but it's just a job. It's just like any other job.
Yeah. And then it's not a good sign when you see WB Discovery is the one that owns you.
Oh yeah,
And especially like it's one of those things where
because they've been fucking up too, right?
Yeah, I hate to say it, like it was kind of there. The signs were there.
Yeah.
Because before that announcement, they were already like slowly losing rights to movies. Like DC's no longer, like it wasn't exclusively on like HBO anymore.
Oh yeah.
It was starting to go on other platforms. So it's like, so now they don't have the exclusivity anymore.
Well, how's that work?
they can now have like these other streaming platforms can stream their services now, or their I guess
Their titles.
They can
Yeah, their
sell.
titles.
Yeah, they can sell
Some of the older titles or what?
no
everything.
It was up to the new shit too.
I feel like they would get some kind of licensing fee for that, though. No.
Sure, they get money off of it, but
Oh,
now
then
now
what's the
you
problem?
lose. The problem is they lose out on that exclusivity. The whole thing of like this was theirs.
Yeah.
It's no longer exclusive. The whole reason why Disney shits majority of it on their shit. Like you can only watch some of their stuff on their platform. WB Discovery had to be like, well, we don't have this. And then I think they even canceled a lot of the shows too that were exclusively on their platform. They just were like, oh, we can't do it anymore, or we're not going to do it. Like those were like the telltale signs of like their in-house projects, their in-house IPs and everything.
Was Doom Patrol canceled?
I don't know if it got renewed.
Well, actually, I don't. I feel like I wanted to touch on that because I feel like that's going to affect a lot more shit than people think. Because I start thinking about like everything that WB owns, and it's like, dude, like, what if there's like a guest character for Mortal Kombat? That, like, now they have to switch, like they did with fucking Ash, you know, from like Evil Dead. Like, we don't know what's going on, but it's like you could feel like, hey, like, you don't know how much like
So it sucks when you have guest characters from other IPs.
Yeah.
If they suddenly don't have that right, well, what happens to that game?
Yeah. Yeah.
And today's day and age, that's easier said than done. Like in older games where it was like, oh, that was on the disc, can't do much about it.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's all digital. Like you buy a disc, it doesn't matter. You had to do that day one download anyways.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but even porting, if you have licensed characters or
Oh,
licensed
yeah.
music, can't do it.
Yeah. No.
It's
That's
system
what happened with
locked.
Tony Hawk. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happened to Tony Hawk. The remasters didn't have some of the tracks because they couldn't get clearance for them.
Wasn't there a recent Capcom game they tried porting that had that issue too? I can't remember. It was a music issue.
I'm not surprised. Music seems to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the only reason why they couldn't do a legit port because they had to change some of the music because of whoever made it. I can't fucking remember.
Crazy Taxi?
That's not Capcom.
That's not Capcom. That's Sega. That's Sega.
That's being remade
Sega.
though.
That is being
Oh,
remade.
okay.
But they're probably going to have to change up
Yeah,
the
they're
music.
gonna have to change up the music.
You don't think that the people want to keep it not separated? The offspring, sorry.
Keep it not separated.
All right, I'm looking it up, sorry.
But yeah, that's what sucks about like modern gaming is, or just gaming in general, is like when you have like ports and you want, I want to play that game again on a newer system. I want them to do like an HD version of this. Well, if they even do it, 9 times out of 10, there's going to be a lot of shit changed with it. Music being that, and sometimes it
One
takes
of
a
the big ones, yeah.
dip in quality. Maverick Hunter X.
Maverick Hunter X.
They can't do the port of it because there's certain, I think it was music or something to that extent, I can't remember, but that's why in like the Mega Man X collection or anything like that, you don't see Maverick Hunter X, even though it's still just Mega Man X, but
Yeah.
they did it for the PSP. They can't do a port of it because there's some litigation involved in it that's not allowing them to do a legit port. I'm like, that sucks, because it was honestly some of the plot aside, which was a little weird, wasn't bad. I mean, not like Mega Man X. It was like the closest thing to an HD Mega Man we were gonna get.
Yeah.
So it wasn't bad, but they did change up, like they added like Vile's story where you get to play as him. It was a little like they made him like too edgy in my case. I'm like, all right, you just stop.
But we need a Knuckles.
But he's just bad. And then like the end is like,
We need a Shadow.
I
We can't
guess.
call him that. Vile.
Give him a
before
gun.
Why am
Shadow.
why am I talking like if Capcom rips off from Sega all the time?
I'm like, this was even before Shadow existed. They could have done Shadow and been the first.
Sega ripped off Capcom.
True.
You heard it here first.
It's just the tip of the iceberg.
Sega can what Nintendo don't.
Oh,
damn.
wait. Yeah, they both. They both can't.
They can't. Sega especially.
You know what? Some of Sega stuff recently been
Sonic.
pretty good.
Sonic?
Yeah, Sonic.
Sonic.
Shockingly,
What are the Sega games?
they're doing the whole visiting the old IP, so they're doing the Crazy Taxi, talking about bringing back what was it, Jet Set Radio.
I was
Oh,
more
yeah,
like,
I was
name
super
another
excited.
successful Sega IP that's not Sonic.
Oh, Super Monkey Ball. Super Monkey Ball.
Super
Yeah,
Monkey
Dude,
Ball.
that actually looks fun as fuck. Super Monkey
There's
Ball.
another game.
Where's it gonna
Yeah.
come out
Yeah.
on?
Switch?
It's on the Switch, but I
Switch?
think it's on
That makes sense.
multiple platforms.
I feel like the Switch would make the most sense though,
Yeah.
because you get the gyro controls.
Mm-hmm. That's how you play it.
Can't wait to play that.
Oh, Hatsune
You're a
Miku.
Super Monkey Ball fan?
Hmm?
You're a Super Monkey Ball fan?
I only had the game on the like those game trials that we had for the PSP.
Oh, shit.
That's true. I do play the Project Diva games.
You
See,
fucking
there you
weeb.
go. Pretty much
Yeah.
any Atlas game, I think.
Oh,
is,
yeah. Persona?
yeah.
Oh, those
Atlas.
are Sega?
Yeah.
Sega.
Yeah.
I don't
Persona five.
play
Technically.
Persona.
Yeah, but you know how popular they are.
Yeah.
I know how popular. I just
Yeah.
didn't know it was
That's
Sega.
Sega.
Like a dragon.
Mm-hmm. Yakuza.
Oh, yeah.
You can't say that.
You
You're
can't
gonna
say
kill
it,
us.
but it's a
They're
game.
gonna kill you guys.
No, it's like a dragon.
Editor, bleep that out.
Oh, that's right. They had to change it.
Yeah.
Just
Not the
put Mr. Blind over the whole thing.
Redacted.
No, it's actually why they changed that. Like they're like, we don't want to promote these people anymore.
Look at
I mean,
you
those are they're-
getting schooled. Sega only has Sonic. How dare you?
I'm not wrong.
I mean, by argument's sake, you are.
I think you've been losing this battle. He's just in there. I was like, oh, I'm not wrong.
Until I see Crazy Taxi actually come out.
Okay. There's a trailer out already.
Yeah, and I want it to come out.
Okay.
And I guess, Big I mean, Project. I do play the Hatsune Miku games.
See?
Great.
Just kidding. What is that like Elite Beat? Is it basically Elite Beat or what the fuck is the Vocaloid games?
Yeah,
like,
tell
what-
us.
How is
Yeah.
it not?
I've never played
how
them.
is it not just making music? Like, why don't they just give you a DAW where you could make Hatsune Miku say all the weird shit?
It's
that
not
you
like
wanted
Band
to say?
Manager.
It's not.
You have to manage your career,
It's not. But you're managing Hatsune Miku's career.
right?
Yeah.
Like, you play the most Mara ones, then you realize there's too many songs. And they're all in the style of Vocaloid.
But do they have?
Yep. They sure do.
Do they have the other
Yep.
Vocaloids?
Yeah.
Who?
The newer ones for sure.
Oh, but they don't have like
Link,
the old
Kagami
ones.
Rin. Yeah.
They have like
What do you mean?
what's that redhead's name?
Luca?
No, the other one.
Oh,
The one with the curly hair.
Misty from
Mako?
Pokemon.
She doesn't have curly hair. Wait, does she have
What do you
spirally
know?
hair?
Teto.
I know Pokemon.
oh yeah. they have like all the Vocaloids. Well, I meant like in the newer ones, they have like all the Vocaloids that you can play as.
Oh, damn,
It's
she's
like-
31.
Like in all the other Project Divas, like you can only play as like Miku.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, is she a real person?
No.
No, but
Depends who you
Wait,
ask.
what?
in terms of the game, I thought these were all holograms or something.
They're
Well,
AI
no.
programs,
In
sir.
terms of the Japanese phenomenon known as AI artists, they are real people, but they're fake.
and they can sing your music.
Yeah. So like they
I hate AI.
This is AI before it was AI.
basically right like this
Hatsune
was-
Miku was AI before like AI was known what it is now.
Gonna have a classic soul.
That's why like there's programs that it's just her voice and you can have her sing anything in the style of Vocaloid.
Oh, she's not even like an actual Vocaloid. She's just a Utah, which is like a fucking.
She's an asparagus.
Fucking
What are you
weeb. You over here calling me you fucking weeb.
So
you
wait,
got your fucking
I didn't
AIs
know
wrong.
this.
You can make her sing anything in the style of
Yeah.
something.
Not on the games, but there's a program that where she
The
originated from.
Vocaloid program is
Yeah.
an actual like
That's where
audio
Hatsune
interface
Miku comes
or audio production workspace.
Does it
Yeah.
take the voice and then just change it kind of to her? So if you fed her Alvin and the Chipmunks,
Yes.
would it come out even like more high pitched?
I've been seeing that
No,
lately.
it would just come
Like-
out. So that's why they made different Vocaloids to sound different.
Like Frank Sinatra singing Get Low or something. Remember?
That's not Vocaloid, but
Is that-
yes,
The same concept though, right?
same concept.
Yeah.
Like so, the Vocaloid thing specifically started off like that was like Miku. That's where she became her thing. That's why her like tone is very specific. And they made all the other Vocaloids, which is just different pitches of said program.
Mm-hmm.
But they're all
Crazy.
that, yeah. But that's just that specific style. And yeah, you can have them sing whatever. They have their original songs, but I don't know how original they are because they're all in Japanese. So you can get me on that.
Yeah, I actually don't even think they are.
I don't know.
If anything, I think they're like hits that they just
And they did them in the style of Vocaloid.
Yeah, because I think they like sold it or like they work with a label there, so like
Yeah, I'm sure
they do a lot of copyright stuff. So it's not just I don't know, fucking weird ass random songs.
It really is. And there's so many.
I bet.
I didn't know there was that many until I played like the latest one, and I'm like, "Where's the 10 that I know?" Filter.
The like poppy poppy pop poppy pop poppy poppy pop poppy pop.
That is the name of the song.
Poppy poppy. I know. Fucking weeb.
You're singing it.
Weebs to the weebs.
Yeah, but if I attack you, it makes me seem like less of a weeb.
Get out here, you're not knowing Ute as confusing for a Vocaloid motherfucker.
But yeah, that's actually like another company. So there's like different companies that make different voices and like different
Programs.
Man, look at that.
voice synthesizers is what they're called, I guess.
Digging into Sega, we got on this whole topic about it.
Yeah.
Vocalites.
So it's Elite Beat Agents is what you're telling me.
Yeah?
Okay. That's cool. I think I get it.
It's just a rhythm game with like arrows and buttons.
Oh.
And with each console that it comes out on, you have more buttons and things to press.
More songs.
Yes.
Yes.
Like every version gets more that I'm like, I didn't think this could grow.
That's what she said.
Ah!
She
Yeah.
did say that.
That much faster.
She did say that.
I just
In the style of
I just want to
Vocaloid.
bring back that unironically as like a terrible joke.
What, that's what she said?
What do you mean bring it back?
Already
It's
is
never
bringing
gone
back-
away.
It never
went
left
away.
the motherfucking stage.
It went
You,
away.
It's been here with us. Unfortunately.
Nobody else finds it funny.
She
you
tells
just,
me
you
every
just
night.
haven't been listening. That's what she said.
Tune into Popcorn.
That's also what she said.
Yeah, she did say that.
So I guess being on the subject of nostalgia, let's bring it back to Dragon Ball.
Going back.
Oh yeah.
Where
Like
did you
a
guys
dragon. So anyways.
How dare
Like
you,
a
sir?
dragon these balls. Yeah.
Z.
I started Dragon Ball Z. Where'd you guys
Same.
I started Dragon Ball.
Dragon
start? Dragon
Ball.
Ball.
Yeah, and I think Z was actually already out at the
Yeah.
time, but I didn't know. And so I watched Dragon Ball because I distinctly remember looking at all the animal people and being like, what the fuck is going on? Like, even as
Yeah.
a kid, I was like, they don't address any of this. Like,
It's just part of the world, man.
Yes.
yeah.
They did exist at the same time, which that's what threw me off as a kid too, was watching Dragon Ball, but then watching Z and then not connecting the two immediately and being like, oh wait, this is the same people, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, but they're adults.
This one's taller.
Yeah.
This
and then
short
being-
guy's still short. That makes sense.
Yeah. And that old guy's still old.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's still a pervert.
Yeah, Roshi's like, what, 1,000 years old or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that's the turtle hermit way.
That's why I
What's-
was like, I
Strong as fuck,
thought it was
boy.
weird. I was like, I didn't understand it at first, but like, I definitely watched Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember like the whole red ribbon thing, like the RR.
Yeah.
Like, I remember that like
good stuff.
distinctly. That's why I know I watched it first. But when I started watching Dragon Ball Z, it was kind of like that. Like, oh, this is different. Like, this is more like, I guess what we would now consider regular shonens, which is just people powering up until they can defeat each other.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
A lot of shonen follow that
That, like,
that pathway.
yeah, because it's all like, how can we like up the ante every time? And then it's like something happens and they lose power. They go somewhere they're like new, and then it starts all over again.
Talking about Metroid.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's every Metroid
That
game.
is every Metroid game.
Yeah. I really just like Dragon Ball more because it was more like to me it actually seemed more like a type of like adventure, like a D&D adventure.
No, I actually
'Cause-
agree with you. I
Yeah.
also prefer Dragon Ball over the other series.
Well, that's why they were doing that new Dragon Ball show. The one
Daimo?
where
Dragon D's
Daimo.
nuts. Oh.
Yeah, Dragon D's nuts. No, they're doing Daimo because that was that. It was like a revisit to that era of Dragon Ball, but now everyone's like kids. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
like nothing in the
So it's-
shows like Dragon Ball, where it's like it's just adventures.
Yeah.
That's all it is now. There's not like a world ending fucking boss, or there's nothing that crazy anymore. Where it's like
just side stories, pretty much.
yeah,
Which
and
is
It
fine.
was just a
Yeah.
series where like he wanted a series like that's why he was doing this series to be like, we have Super, that's telling its own story.
Yeah.
We know where that's going. This is already its own narrative. But he's like, I want something, since we're at this point, I want something to go back to adventures. It's like, but it's hard to write that into a show that needs to go somewhere. So this show was like a revisit back to the Dragon Ball era.
Yeah, because I feel like if he did do that, people would just complain that everything was a filler.
Yeah,
Right?
they'd be like, well, there's no plot. Well, when's he going to fight this person? Is he going to do that? What's the next move? Is he
But
going
that's
to
what
transform?
exactly what I mean by the like shonen formula that
Yeah.
sort of just became perpetuated after Dragon Ball, Bleach.
Naruto.
It's like us,
Naruto.
but with swords.
Naruto, and then of course like the new ones like Demon Slayer and fucking Goblin These and fucking
Goblin
My
These.
Hero and all that shit. Like they followed that same formula because it's successful. Well, yeah, you're right.
To an extent,
Yeah.
I would say that some of those other shonen vary on their formula.
They extend their fucking plot.
Yeah, no, it's
Forever.
not just a bad guy. We got to power up and beat him. For the most part, it
3
is.
years.
I'm not gonna say it's not.
I'm just saying,
That's,
like
that's
it's,
a good part of it.
but it's not like everybody has a transformation.
it's like when you get like a cocktail and like that's the base. Like that's gonna be like your your mixer. You know, it's always that's gonna be your liquor. It's
gonna
always
have
gonna
some
have
of that.
gin. It's always gonna have vodka. It's always gonna
Yeah.
have, you know, blonde hair.
Fan
And
service.
It's always gonna have some guy
That's
that
every
gets
show.
angry really fast. You know what I mean? Like, they become stereotypes. They
They're
become
tropes for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. They become tropes. And I don't really mind, but it's just when you sort of grow up with watching Dragon Ball first, and you're like, man, this was just like seemed fun. You know, like
That's how I'd explain it. Yeah,
they ragged on Yamcha so much.
Still gets right.
Yamcha used to
still
be
does.
badass.
Yeah, at some point, and now he just plays baseball or whatever.
He knows his place
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Mine's a little weird because I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z Tsunami Nights.
Yo,
Oh,
that's
Right?
what's up.
nice.
That's how I did.
But I didn't watch Dragon Ball until like I'll go on the weekends with my dad on Sundays and he'll put on Telemundo. So I didn't get introduced to Dragon Ball until I saw it in Spanish. And I'm like, wait, this fucker speaks Spanish? And then later that night, I'll go watch Dragon Ball Z. I was like, what's up?
Yeah, that's super sick too, because I feel like that just speaks to the range of worldwide phenomenon that Dragon Ball became, right?
Mhm.
Like, there's no way I could go to any like country and then within like 30 minutes not find somebody that like knows about Dragon Ball.
At
Right.
the very least.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, that's the one with the Gokus or whatever.
It was like a universal show.
yeah,
Everybody knew it to one way or another, or you
Yeah.
could see a figure like in a random toy store and be like, "Oh yeah, that's a Goku."
Mhm.
Oh, I know that's a Goku.
that's a
right?
Goku.
Yeah.
That's a Goku.
Because
Or you could say a Goku because there's like
Yeah.
how many fucking forms? That's
Yeah.
got it. One of them.
Who's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu. It's
Goku. Oh yeah, that's like my least favorite thing about the fighters game. It's like 20 Gokus.
Oh yeah, dude. At least it wasn't as
10
bad as like
Vegetas.
Yeah.
as like the old fighting games, like the NES versions of like Super NES shit of like Dragon Ball games was like all trash. Like it was all trash. Like there was
Nothing
no
about
good
this.
game in the 90s, like for Dragon Ball,
No.
When did Budokai come out?
like 2001,
Yeah.
2002.
That one was actually all right.
Yeah, well that's the whole reason why they fucking kept doing it.
Yeah, Budokai was like that was the shit for the longest time.
Yeah, and not only that, that rippled out much like the anime did, where like every other anime started having that arena style fighter. Like
Yep.
they're like,
Naruto.
hey, we did this with Dragon Ball. Do you want us to fucking just skin your people and put them in there?
Yeah,
They're like, yeah,
Okay.
fuck yeah, we'll
I
make
hated
billions of dollars.
I hated that. That just stayed as the standard for
Yeah.
the longest
No.
time.
That's what, like the Naruto games.
They're
like,
made by the same company, all
Yeah,
of them. It's just
exactly.
Bandai.
Yeah.
Bandai.
Mm-hmm. They just
Yeah,
have
cool.
the Shonen Jump fucking rights thing, you know?
Yeah, that's almost what like that Shonen Fighters was.
Yeah.
that they came out on the consoles.
You mean Jump Force?
Yeah, right.
Shonen
I was
Jump
like,
Force,
just
yeah.
one of fucking those games.
Yeah.
But it
Yugi ever in
essentially
there?
was that,
I
huh?
don't think they had a Yugi in there.
Yu-Gi-Oh! He was
Not-
in there.
Yeah,
Was
and
he?
shown,
Yeah.
I remember.
All, like, what is it? Fighter All Star.
Shit. No, Ultimate Stars is the 2D one on the DS.
No, I'm talking about like the 3D
Jump
one.
Force.
That's Jump Force.
Jump
Yeah.
Force.
Yeah, and then you had
It's
like
not great.
Yusuke. You had what would be all the good contenders in there, but it didn't translate quite well to the Budokai 3D style fighting, and it was still team based,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
which was a weird
fucking
take.
weird.
Well, everybody shared the same health bar.
But
Oh.
that was
Yeah.
still a weird take on
Yeah.
it, where I'm like, this is weird.
It was weird.
It's like, we're gonna be innovative. This sucks.
Gain up on their weakest character.
Pretty much, right? Like, do they have different like defensive stats, attack attributes? Like, what?
Yeah,
is
I'm
the
sure they
actual-
did.
Source.
Like, what is the actual
So-
difference? Is it not just the moves?
I think it is just the moves.
Oh, that's fucking even more trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
It
the guy
was-
with the gun was the best one. I can't even remember his name.
It reminds me of that
Tri- Was it Trigun?
No, it wasn't
he's not- he's not
Trigun
shonen.
isn't shonen.
He's not
Well,
shonen.
it's a shonen series, but it's not Jump.
it's not Jump, yeah. That fucking 2000s or like 2004 like fucking the Fight Club game where they like, oh, we're gonna get Tyler and the main guy
Which
and
is technically Robert Paulson.
Paulson, yeah, and then the other guys,
This is Fight Club, the video game.
yeah, and then they added Fred Durst because they were like, hey, we want to put your song in, and he's like, I'll only do it if my shit is in the song, if I'm in the game, yeah.
Chocolate starfish.
And
Because
they-
why not?
yeah. And then apparently, like, they were so low on like budget that they just did 3 archetypes of people, and all the big guys were one people, all the medium size were one people, and all the like
Yeah.
scrawny people were the other ones. Like, there was no like actual fucking gameplay.
Yeah, I think I'd rather play Def Jam Vendetta than that.
Oh, dude,
That was
fuck
actually
yeah, that was
good.
actually
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then Death
Cause
Jam
like,
Vendetta was great.
Because like they at least they had like styles. Everybody had a style. There was like 4 different ones, but each character had their own special move. They had their own like unique thing about them. You know, that was actually like thinking it through. You know, not fucking
No.
the bouncer Fight Club.
We don't talk about that.
No, yeah. But anyways, to get back to Dragon Ball, it was really cool how like that was the one thing that I felt when I moved from Juarez to here, because I used to live in Juarez. Legally, please don't fucking look into my shit.
Find the cops.
But when I first moved here, like that's one of the first things that I made friends over, like fucking anime shit, like video games. When I first met Ryan,
Weeb?
yeah,
Weeb?
yeah,
Weeb.
yeah, exactly.
Who's the
Nowadays,
weeb now?
nowadays, fucking weeb. It's amazing how that dynamic changes.
Yeah, but definitely when I first moved out here, I was very much a non-English speaker, so I feel like having something like Dragon Ball, and even to the extent like video games, right? Having those around to just be like, yeah, like no, yeah, this is what this word is. Like it teaches you like, oh shit, I know what these words are if I just look at this fucking anime in English instead of on Canal 5 every fucking day.
That's true.
Yeah.
It was like, see, because I think we all kind of grew up around the same era, where it was like the internet wasn't that big yet,
Yeah.
wasn't readily accessible.
Mm-hmm.
We're still going out on our bikes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you were just watching like the same TV shows. Hopefully,
You couldn't use the phone if you're using the internet and
Yeah.
vice versa.
I didn't even have a phone till I was like a teenager.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
and
don't know
that's
shit.
why it's like so trying to learn something without like going through a legit learning class or something, but you can find something to associate someone on the same level.
Yeah.
That was like, oh, I know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially when, like, I'm pretty sure a lot of stuff from Japan got to the U.S. way before Mexico. So just to fucking come here and be like, oh, what the fuck is all these Super Saiyans? You know what I mean? Like, it was crazy, like, how much.
I remember going to the Bronco every fucking like Sunday, and they had like those Dragon Ball Z hologram cards, with,
Yeah.
like, the figures and everything. We would just
Yeah.
every fucking week.
Mm-hmm.
And they had those. That's cool.
Yeah, here like at the Bronco swap.
Yeah.
Growing up, that's all it was, like a whole bunch of like the anime at the time. A lot of Dragon Ball Z, but like, they had some like animes too. I remember like some VHS
Yeah.
too, so you get like the bootleg movies, but they also had some animes there too. Where I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to watch that.
Yeah. Like that's exactly how I got into anime, because there was a lot of shit that I definitely shouldn't have watched. That
Oh, for sure.
My parents were like, "Oh, that's a cartoon. Yeah, get it."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I got yelled at for watching South Park because even my dad didn't speak that like good of English, but
Yeah.
he kind of understood the bad words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You shouldn't be watching that." And I was
Everybody's
like,
heard the
"It's
word fuck.
cartoons." Yeah.
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 Like the movie.
Kyle's
like,
mom's a bitch. Hey.
Oh, God, mom's bitch, got bitch, biggest bitch I've
the
ever
whole
seen,
wide
bitch.
world. For all the boys and girls.
I'm gonna shit bitch
Chinese.
into this bitch and Wednesday she's a stupid bitch and Friday's
I feel like it's really awesome. I'm sorry, I'm trying to stay on topic. It's really awesome that something that was so universal, not only just really brought people together as, as I feel like art should.
Yeah.
It also just helped out a lot with everybody's lives, because you think about like the ripple effects on that, right? Like nobody expected that shit to be as huge as it became. And then suddenly there's like this huge fucking demand. And if, like companies can't meet that, like all the merchandise demand and all this shit, like there's going to be people like you and me who are just going to start making shit
Yeah.
and selling it themselves, like that provided them a fucking living. And that's just the unintended consequence from that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I've met so many artists that started off drawing Dragon Ball. You know what I mean? Like,
I think that was a lot of people's first attempts. Like, I'm gonna draw something. I'm gonna try Goku.
yeah, I'm gonna do Super Saiyan Goku in that one specific pose. Yeah, like, I
With me, it was always like just the style of the hair. So when I started drawing, like I would draw Dragon Ball and all that stuff. But then I started drawing Shadow, and I was like, okay, I think I like that pointy style of hair and stuff. So that kind of style. And then I went on after that. But I think when we're talking about like how it impacted different people's lives, like I think one recent one, I know someone, we've been talking for a while, and then he kind of went in the dark place. I'm not gonna say his name, but he kind of he started looking at these like inspirational videos online on YouTube, right? And one thing that we share in common is just our love for Dragon Ball. So he started looking up these Dragon Ball inspirational quotes or whatever. And there's one specific one with Vegeta where like they'll put clips of Vegeta, like of him like not giving up after a fight and stuff, and they'll have him saying something or whatnot.
yeah,
But like he kind of took a different direction as to the path that he was already going to, and that kind of helped him out. So just that kind of tells you how big of an impact this shares with different people, not like necessarily just here, but like all around the world.
yeah,
Because even like when I was in Japan, like people knew about freaking Dragon Ball. People that come from different parts of the world were all there, and that's one subject that would always come up: Dragon Ball.
yeah.
So it's pretty amazing how this one event kind of brought people together to start talking about it again.
Yeah,
It's crazy to think years later, going to see a Dragon Ball movie in theaters and it being sold out.
yeah, exactly,
It's-
right?
That wouldn't happen back in the day.
Yeah,
No, and that's what's crazy to think. Like,
Yeah, like
That's
we
how
went to
big
the
Broly one.
yeah.
and same
Oh,
thing
sold
when
out.
we went to go watch Superhero 2. It still was like, it's crazy to think a series this iconic, this big, years later, we're in Super now, that like it still has that big of a following that people are like, yeah, I want to go watch it. We're
Yeah.
gonna go watch it.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And that's for somebody that doesn't watch things. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? For me to just be like, okay, yeah, fuck it, I'm interested. Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, I'll do this. That's very like important to me, because I always have been the type of person that like I can't sit still. I can't just watch a movie. I can't just watch a show. Like, I feel like I'm wasting time, even though I'm not. Like I just don't know how to relax. So when you start getting to something that you really ended up loving and you really ended up enjoying for fucking decades, right?
Yeah.
Like it becomes sort of like that safe haven, right? It just becomes your safe space. And I feel like it fucking sucks when the person who was responsible for everything like just passes away. Like
Yeah.
it's a huge bummer, but I feel like if anything, like he was fairly happy on how everything ended up, right?
Yeah.
Like he was like, I told my stories on these things. I fixed the things that I try to fix.
Except for the Dragon Ball movie, the live action.
Yeah.
He's like,
He tried.
We don't talk about that, okay?
we have to. It's what brought him
No,
back.
no.
It is what brought him back, right?
That's what brought him back.
That's what
He's
brought
like,
him back.
I'm not gonna let it end here.
He's-
And then they announce another one, and he's like, "Fuck that, I'm up."
Like, you know what? You're right. I'm out of retirement. We're doing a whole nother series.
Yeah.
Cause fuck that.
I actually watched it.
Oh god.
It's bad.
You want to know
It's so
how?
bad.
I believe
far,
you. Okay.
You want to know how far I got into that movie? I forgot who I went to see. Saw it in theaters, or should I say, I didn't pay to go watch it because they were like, "Oh, let's go watch it." I forgot who I was with, and this was like when it came out, right? I was like, I don't want to watch it. It looks terrible. Everything up to that point looked terrible. Oh, come on, I'll pay for your ticket. And I was like, fine, I guess. Watched it, got all the way up until they were like, and King Piccolo, and then they showed King Piccolo on like a ship or something, and he's just like the way he's standing, and I'm like, done. I'm out. They're like, you're leaving? I'm like, yeah, I'm
Why
gonna
does this
fuck
fucking look like
off.
Gumby?
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go fuck off. That's when there's like that theater near the mall, so I was like, I'm gonna be over there. Hit me up when you're done.
yeah.
Because I ain't gonna watch this shit. I'm done. The fuck am I
Yeah.
watching here? Fuck's sakes. I've seen better fan made movies than this shit. 'Cause at
Yeah,
least
no.
it looks like they gave a shit when
I'd
they
rather
made the
watch
movie.
the Pornhub
They did.
version. Okay,
Oh,
that
yeah.
speaks.
I had, and it was.
Oh yeah,
It's-
so have I.
You can't write the Nimbus after that.
Haven't been able to ride the Nimbus in 30 years.
Well, damn.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, it's so inspirational, and I feel like that's what I really want to drive home is the fact that, yeah, it fucking sucks and it's a bummer, but I feel like we need to take a look at it in the sense of not the fact that he passed away, but just the fact that he had so many accomplishments that he
The
was
legacy
happy
he's
with.
leaving
Yeah,
behind.
Yeah, no.
like he
It's a big legacy.
changed so many people's lives, and honestly, like,
And it's more than just Dragon Ball.
yeah, oh for sure.
Yeah, no, I
Chrono
mean
Trigger.
that's like
Dr.
the big one that
Slump,
everyone.
yeah.
Dr. Slump, yeah.
Yeah, that's actually how I learned about Toriyama, because I was like, this shit looks the same, just like, you know what I mean?
It is.
It's the same person, yeah. So it was really cool, and yeah, like Chrono Trigger, his artwork, Blue
Dragon
Dragon,
Quest.
yeah,
Dragon Quest.
yeah, a lot of dragons on his work.
Did he do Blue Dragon? Are you sure about that one?
Yeah, because it was the Toriyama inspired artwork, and the Final Fantasy guy was doing the music.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for Chrono Trigger.
No, Blue
Blue
Dragon.
Dragon.
Oh, Blue Dragon.
Blue Dragon
yeah.
was the Xbox exclusive that they hoped would convince Japanese people to buy an Xbox.
It didn't.
It
did.
didn't.
It was that wasn't
Yeah.
gonna be the selling.
And
point.
honestly, they had way too many issues for that to work. But we'll talk about that some other time. Yeah, I think those are just wanted to make those my closing thoughts. Is that I feel like if anything, we should be inspired by what he's accomplished
Oh hell yeah.
and what he's done, and kind of use that as a catalyst for what we want to do. I know I've mentioned it a lot that I've been working on music, and it's still in the works. Running 2's pretty much done. We just need a cover. That's the Buddha Combo album's like halfway done. I'm doing rock shit. I have a few songs and all this stuff, and like hearing about this passing and hearing about like Rooster Teeth shutting down, and hearing about like all these changes because you know we're getting older. It kind of just like motivates me more than anything, really. And I feel like if I can pass that on to people, like that feeling of like, dude, like, yeah, it sucks, they're gone, but
you
hey,
could leave a
you're
big, you
fucking
can leave a
still
big
here.
imprint on
Yeah.
the world.
Mhm.
yeah, much like that person is making you feel right now, like you could be like that for somebody as long as you keep fucking true to yourself and you send a message that people can relate to, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, like I don't know, it's just very inspiring to me.
It really
Yeah,
is.
it's touching, man.
His show was all about that too.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, and Super were all about that.
What about GT?
We don't talk about GT.
But we talk about evolution.
Fuck
outta here.
Johnny talked about evolution.
And I also brought up
You let
GT. I actually.
That's the
kinda
moment
like
right
GT.
there.
And
Okay.
you included your own story about I went to the movie theater.
And I didn't pay for it, and I left. I left as I should have. And we don't talk about GT.
GT wasn't
It was
great. No,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna.
It wasn't great. But it was alright.
But it actually had something that I really liked.
Was it Omega Shenron?
No,
Was it Super Baby?
As a kid,
not Super Baby, but the baby character. Yeah,
So Super Baby.
because they the Saiyans were bad people.
Yeah,
They were
oh,
bad
yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
and never throughout the entire series does anybody bring it up like, hey, yeah, no, Saiyans are bad guys.
well, that was the whole point of the show, right?
They
Like,
readdress it in Super though.
They do
the
bring it
whole
up
reason-
with the granola.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They do readdress that.
I haven't seen Super, so I don't.
it
not
hasn't
even
been
in the
animated.
show.
It's in the manga.
It's in the manga.
Oh, okay.
It's a whole arc that
That's
I
cool.
hope
I might
they
read
get
it
to
then.
one point.
I actually like reading manga more than I like watching.
It's faster.
Anime. It's faster, and not only that, like a lot of stuff just gets animated super weird nowadays because it's all computers.
That was a
Doesn't
lot of
translate
people's
right.
biggest gripes with Super when it first
Yeah.
came out too. Was the like so you had the movie,
It wasn't.
but
with,
then when they translated the movie into the series, the quality was
it dipped. It dipped
super
hard.
noticeable.
You seen the screenshot with like the
Oh
phase Goku?
That was in the show. That
Yeah.
also came off
Clip
of the
that.
movie. And I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's funny.
pretty bad. I legit told Cynthia, I was like, because when she wanted to watch Dragon Ball Super,
Yeah.
I was like, let's just watch like the first 2 movies and we'll skip the first 30 episodes. She's like, why? I'm like, because that's essentially the first
movies,
2
yeah.
movies.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, you can watch the first 2 movies. There's some filler here and there, but I'm like, you're not
Honestly, that was
losing
a
out
big mistake on Super's part to just redo the movies.
into the series.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was the weirdest choice to be like, oh yeah, well this is part of the series. I'm like, yeah, it could just be part of the series. You don't have to make it your
That's it,
episodes.
yeah.
Just if you want to get introduced into the series, watch this movie, watch this movie. Now the series starts from there. But I mean, is their call? Like I said, I did watch it from there, like the series. And there is a few things they change where like they add more
Yeah.
details that I'm like, oh, yeah, but I don't think that's pertinent. Like you'd be fine if you didn't know that. You'd eventually figure it out. Like, oh, okay,
Yeah, no, it was completely unnecessary.
yeah, this is weird. It's a weird call. on
But that was a Toei decision.
yeah, that wasn't on anyone but fucking Toei.
Yeah, no, Toriyama had an interesting go with Super because he was semi-responsible for it.
Yeah,
He didn't write anything. He just wrote notes, and then he gave the notes to Toei and to Toyotaro for the manga. He's like, "Here, make a story out of this," and so that's why you have differences between the anime and the manga.
yeah.
Do you think that happens with all concurrent stuff, or do you think that just was like?
No, I think that's
It's a studio
specific
decision.
to Toriyama because at that point he was kind of retired and just acting in an advisory role.
Oh, okay.
A lot of other creators are more hands-on with their stuff.
Oh, well, that makes that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot he did fucking retire.
Yeah.
Damn. He was like, please don't fuck up my baby.
Pretty much. Yeah. Ever since Evolution happened, it was like, I'm gonna make sure I advise
I gotta have
on
some
all
hand in
this.
this.
Yeah.
I don't want you fucking up my shit.
Yeah. Like, oh, man.
So you just wanted to make sure you had a say in it. Like, yeah, this is how I want you to do it. Take it from there.
But because you had two different approaches to it, you had these inconsistencies with like the Super Saiyan God transformation.
Oh yeah.
In the anime, it like never comes up again. I think till the Tournament of Power, maybe. And it's like,
It's yeah.
was it real? Did it ever exist? And then in the manga, they do bring it up. It's the form before Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
weird.
But I actually liked the approach in the manga better.
Same thing with Instinct.
Oh god, man, I hated the instinct reveal in the anime.
Yeah, the Instinct reveal in like the manga's way better.
Yeah, they use Roshi to kind of introduce it. He's
That's cool.
like talking shit to Goku. He's like, "Man, you've been focusing on your muscles. You forgot martial arts."
Yeah, that's where it comes from. And then you realize even Krillin could be Instinct.
Yeah.
It's not
yeah,
exclusive
because it's
to
a
Saiyans.
human thing. It's
No,
not.
it's not a human thing. It's just a thing.
It's
Anybody
it's a
could do it.
It's a
Okay, well,
spiritual
that's,
thing.
I guess that's what I mean. It's not just the Saiyan
Yeah,
thing.
it's not
Like,
a
You
Saiyan
have
not
to be
exclusive.
one
You
with
don't
the
need a
force.
transformation.
The force is with
the,
me.
Yeah.
the one with
Yeah.
the chi.
Pretty
Chi.
much, yeah.
The chi
Like
cheese.
he has to be.
Technically,
You have to
not
be
like
able
a
to unlock it.
transformation.
It is, but it isn't.
I feel like for Saiyans, they just whenever they do anything, their hair changes.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I've
might be
unlocked Super Saiyan Purple. what does that mean?
I could change my color of my hair too, bitch. Okay.
Get me some dye right now.
Wasn't that like the joke they did with like Goku Black, where it was like it's still Goku, but then he went Super Saiyan and it was pink. He's like,
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna be Goku Rose.
Whoa, what the?
He was fancy. It wasn't just Rose. It was Rose.
Yeah, and it's because he still went Super Saiyan, but he wasn't. That whole thing was weird.
Yeah.
There's like, what was it? It was God Key, but like because it was a Kai thing.
Yeah, it was
was
like
weird.
it was one of the Kais that wanted to be Goku, so he was Goku from another timeline. So he had like Goku's abilities, but he had all the options of a Kai.
Yeah.
So when he went Super Saiyan, it was just weird. I don't
The
know.
Goku Black arc was interesting, but ultimately a letdown.
Oh, for real. I think even when like Cynthia watched it, because like we got through it, and then she was like, "What was this whole arc about?" I'm like, it was leading up to what was time travel, and their solution was nuke it.
Yep.
I honestly felt like they wrote themselves into a corner
They
with the
did.
whole
Zamasu.
Zamasu, yeah, like
What?
making him immortal.
Why didn't they just incorporate like that fucking Time Police game?
That'd have been the solution. Well,
Right?
their solution was similar to that actually.
Xenoforce.
Xeno.
Xenosaga?
Xeno Blade.
No,
Chronicles.
that's something else. Shit. What are we talking about?
Xenoverse.
Something.
Xenoverse, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But wasn't Xeno like the god, like the overseer?
No, you're thinking of Xeno with a Z.
Yeah, with a Z.
Xeno with
an
an X is the
I am
game.
thinking of the one
Yeah,
with a Z because I'm talking about
English, motherfucker.
Okay,
I'm like, isn't that what
okay,
happened
hold
in
on,
the
hold on.
show?
We're already at an hour. We need to start winding this down. We are not going to get into all of Dragon Ball today. Okay.
But let me tell you how they fucked up
That's all
time
you
travel.
said.
So
I hate time travel.
It was time travel.
No, yeah, I hate time travel.
That's how they wrote themselves.
Shut up.
You pass the other one?
Which one?
I'll try the mega one.
These ones. So yeah. Closing fucking statements before we get into fucking why fucking Goku's the best.
For Toriyama.
For Toriyama.
Here's a moment. I'm gonna go try to go Super Saiyan outside right now.
Cop show up. What are you doing? Giving you my fucking energy. Put your hands up.
They're just like, we haven't even pulled out our guns.
Giving you my energy. You should do the same, officer.
He's trying to save Earth.
Start going Super Saiyan, sir. My God,
man.
he's going super.
But thank you so much for joining us this week, guys. We really appreciate you guys listening to us ramble on about things that matter to us and hopefully matter to you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave it in the comments. Feel free to reach out to Ryan specifically, or just start in our pub
I'll
crew
do my
stuff.
best.
Yeah, or just on our pub crew. We are on all social medias. Usually at Pub Crew, if not at Pub Crew Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Probably should have said that at the beginning.
Yeah.
But we will see you guys in 2 weeks. We are still bi-weekly. I don't think we're going to change that anytime soon.
There's a Clarence at the table.
Clarence. It's been working out fairly well so far. And just look out for more gameplays. That should be up 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Fuck. I always forget how fucking spaced out our episodes are now. But thank you so much for joining us, guys. Any other things you guys want to say to the folks?
Anything you want to say, Clarence?
Aww.
Oh, he just wants scritches.
Me, zoom in on that. Especially when he goes like, pat.
Like, shut up and pet me.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you all for joining us. We love you guys. Thank you for the support. We can't do it without you.
Peace out.
Peace.
Wait, this is like the millennial thing, right?
Thought that was the millennial thing.
No, this is the Zoomer shit, right?
No, this is the Italian thing.
This This is how much spaghetti you're supposed to eat.
No, this is a millennial thing right there.
Oh shit!
We're gonna
Zoom in on that.
You just got. No, but like the little. Oh, this is Korean hearts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Korean.
but isn't that what they all?
Oh, it's like the fucking this shit or whatever.
I'm not affiliated with that. Whatever that was.
What are you doing?
The heart thing.
Whatever gun.
Hey, you put yours down, bro. Hey, calm down, all right?
Oh shit!
You guys, I'm getting the fuck out of here.